am recording Marcy Tabra's photo for the narrative part one for the last photo shoot that we just did. I'm first going to start off talking about the different elements that I see that you used and then the different principles. So first I want to talk about the elements. So the first element that I obviously see is the lines. We have these vertical lines and we have these horizontal lines, and we have a silhouette which creates a line of the fire that is, at least I'm pretty sure it's a fire. I get the feeling of a fire. I could be wrong, but the look of a fire-ish look that's shining to create this lined silhouette of the subject. We then have the space. We have this foreground space, and that we feel so far away from the subject, and then we even feel as though she's standing here and there's this space between her and this burning building. Again, if it's not a burning building, I'm sorry, but that is what you look like you're portraying. And so we get that sense of space between everyone. And we even have the lightness and the darkness. So everything around is black. And then this happens to be this bright reddish, orangish, white glare that has that light and dark. So using value with that. So those are a few of the elements that you used. Obviously, you used more than that, but I just touched base on a few and the ones that instantly my eyes went to. Now I'm going to talk about the principles that I feel as though you used. So the first principle that I feel that you used is the emphasis on this person. Yes, you have all this going on in the back, but you almost you feel as though you're drawn to this person. Is it a girl? Is it a boy? What are they doing there? Why are they there? Why are they standing there? Things that, you are questioning, which is really good. You always should feel the need to question a photograph. And then the movement of our eyes. We have this girl and we almost follow her eyes to look in, and then we scan this area and we come back and we then go back to the girl, and so it's the movement of our eyes from one thing to another. And again, obviously, you did use more principles than this. I just wanted to touch base on a couple of them to, you to be able to see that you understand the elements and the principles, and that you did a really good job to incorporate those. It's not an easy task. And so for me, this image is about a girl who is facing a fear of hers, a nightmare, something along those lines. And she's looking into this burning building as if, there's something in there that she needs to get out, or she was supposed to be in that building or something. She's longing, she's looking. It's not like she's just watching. And that's how I would interpret this photo that you have provided here today. I think some simple changes I would change would be this road, bridge. I can't really tell 100% what it is, but it almost, if you just would have either cropped it off or found a way to make this a dark space, it would have just fit in, and all we would have been worried about is that. But your eyes kind of were drawn to this, and that I don't think is where you wanted our eyes drawn to. Compositionally, it's a pretty decent photo. You are suffering a little bit from the rule of thirds. You should either add more space over to the side or add more space over to the side. Our subject's almost centered dead in the middle, and so you want to be able to make sure that she's either a little more to the left or a little more to the right when you are thinking about taking this photo. And that even goes for when you're farthering into the narrative part too, to make sure that it's not in the center. But I think you portrayed a nightmare perfectly, and as you work into the narrative part too, that you just think about emotions that you can show and things along those lines. What else? If this is nightmare, what else would be nightmarish, and things along those lines. But overall, Marcy, you did a really good job with this image, and I love the way that it looks, and I love the silhouette of the person standing right here. So good job.